So in this video, and the video after it, I will give you conclusive evidence that it is sealed when I die, and who's doing what and why, how you know them. You know them by their works. You know them by their offspring, their reproductive cycles, their behavior, their faces relative to their circumstances, etc. So first let's look at Caesar, right? C-E-A, or Enki, Sir, meaning south. Or E as ear, right? C-E as ear. Or C, Enki's you are. Who do you belong to? Ki, the Sumerian goddess, Enki, a lord of this world, right? The god of this world, the devil. Rape, again, E-por, E-pair, E-peer, E-par, right? Are you up to par? Also, E-purrr. Okay. Now that is a reference to sex, and this is why there are sex kittens in the PSYOP programs. I assure you I am not one of them. If you can't see that, you are greatly deceived, and it's rather unfortunate. Number one, this is why after I'm dead, it is fair for them to rape. People become wolves in sheep's clothes at best, and they are being brought into the wolf pack. Anyone who is of Israel eyes Ra-El, right? They see it my way. Not Judah or Ra-Day. The J can be the Y or the R. In truth, it is Ra-Day. The core truths of God. God is the intense core of righteousness. Okay, Ra-Day. Everything else is an inferior description of God. You may as well be describing somebody by their toenails. Okay. Number one. People are evil, E-vi-L, right? They've taken a form outside of the martial art order, and they have no excuse. Everyone should know what a natural alpha is, because they should naturally perceive these qualities in them. Righteousness, grace, martial arts, focus, and so on and so forth. Number one, people are, break down in two categories. Again, pure evil aggressor, or two, afraid submissive. Not sensitive enough to injustice to fight against those who rebel against God. Who are they? Who do they purr for? Purr, right? E-vi-L. When you see the sex kitten, right? Why is she able to be under mind control? Because she's not sensitive enough to injustice. We're not talking about extreme mind control here. We are talking about just enough to fool an idiot who is more like an animal than someone who's sensitive to injustice. Some human being with humanity, if you will. Therefore, they are animals, marshalling animals, with all due respect. My intention is not to insult, but I must deliver the message nonetheless. Number two, ludus, when you look at Western conceptions of love. Their choice, their breeding, their prison. Love is a sport, conquest, okay, fantasy, a game, with multiple partners at once quite often. And there are many stories of sex cult. The guy in Brazil recently who got accused of raping 200 women, over 200 women, is a new age kind of guru. You have Keith Rainier and NXIVM, I believe it is, the kind of mental health related sex cult in America that included Smallville actress Allison Mack. And there are countless others, okay? Jim Jones was another sexually immoral kind of occultist guy. The Branch Davidians are said to be, and so on and so forth, Heaven's Gate. There's cults all over the world that have been busted. And they've been allowed to be busted so people can understand where they are as a sort of experiment to test people mentally and to marshal the ones who are more sensitive to injustice, single them out and kill them, screen them out. Okay, and ultimately it ends with me because I am the last way for someone to connect to God through Ra-Day. I am a prince of Ra-Day, metaphorically speaking. In the Bible, Judah is based on Ebo, okay, the bell that rings the loudest of the Jewish-like people. And that goes back to Ari, Jacob's ladder, Ari's cult center. And they went as far as to kill the on-record king of Ari in order to help make their point. They're saying, look, this guy is the end. He is the beginning of the end. He is the alpha, and you will be ruled by the beta, or the last, or the survivors, the scum who marshal animals. I hope you're following me. Let's go to number three. Rape as their master's fantasy, as their reproductive creative process, as their building blocks, as their DNA. Their RNA expresses a lack of sensitivity to rape, so they fall in line. If they were sensitive enough, they would put justice over their family. And the thought that their family is complicit would make it easier for them to discard them. It goes back to Matthew 10, okay? And Jesus did not come to bring peace. He came to bring a sword, right? He divides families for this reason and more. Their parents sold their soul. Soul is a play on words for son in Spanish. And also son is a play on words for son. They sold their children, right? The man is the head of the household. They sold their soul for mind control so they could survive and they could be assimilated and play their position within their given races. What did they put before God? The devil is the deity of this world. They made a deal with the devil to allow him to lead. Deal backwards is lead. Number 4, we would only be, to say, why is rape wrong? Outside of the divine order, everything is tricking the senses. They have bred people with dulled senses. They lack the minimum sensitivity to injustice. Sensitivity, sensei, sons, A, right? They're not A's. So they're all rapists expressing the genes of rapists is another way to look at it. We would only be arguing who, what, when, where, how, and why. Is it fair for him to rape him instead of to rearrange the system this way and to let them take advantage of them? Because any sex is tricking people who are so stupid they may as well be extremely intoxicated, is another way to look at it. You're a fool if you don't see it this way. Stop trying to value animals and understand what humanity and dignity and righteousness really are. Number 5, eugenics, castration. Who, what, when, where, and why, right? Why are these people here, right? Here. Another word for here. Who did they listen to? Why are they survivors? Hear and ear. Even heart. They didn't have the heart. The Egyptians said the heart was the seat of intelligence. Again, Caesar, right? Sees ear and sees your. Sees your, sees ear. Sees your ear. C-E-A-S. Sees, right? A play on words. Phonetics. Sound. Phoenicians. The phoenix bird. The ben bird. Associated with Ra is the Greek red cult. Red, the principles of evil. Twist of Ra. Again, I only wear these black frames because no other glasses help filter out the blue light, the unnatural light, okay, which keeps me walking in the light because they have drugged me. They made me, they dehydrate me so I can't flush the drugs out of my system. As a result, I lose weight and I have joint problems and arthritis-related issues, osteoporosis-related issues. I'm the son of 2 doctors. I've had countless doctor's appointments. I know what I'm talking about. I've been this way for about 1.5 years now, I believe. Anyway, number 6, render under Caesar that which is his. Reindeer, right? Saturnalia, Christmas, Chronos, role reversal, right? Saturnalia, okay? Saturn, Chronos, Chronos, the ring, right? Saturn, the earrings, okay? Rain door, also backwards, red near. Re, D, nu, R. You knew, in the biblical sense, the red team, okay? When a monster breeds a monster, can you say he hasn't done anything evil yet? When he's led by monsters, can you say that? No. Monsters are monsters as soon as they come into this world, with all due respect. Snakes are snakes, breeding, be red, bread, okay? The bread of God or the bread of this world, okay? Cultivation, growing, gardening, Garden of Eden. Okay, sow your seed. Okay. Life, E-phil, reproduction, reproduction. Life is also E-pho, L, mentally L, right? And also of L, mentally L, going backwards. L, A, phi. Your fee to go to heaven is to serve A and to reproduce with A, or don't reproduce and submit to A. If you don't do that, you have not submitted to God through the Alpha, through the righteous leader, the prince of true light, not Luciferian illusion, and you deserve to burn in hell. The world getting hotter, the ice melting and making the sea levels rise, and so on and so forth. Low fee, lay fee, L if E, right? You're only allowed to live on this world if you're an E vying for L, if you're evil, So to overkill my point, the idea of why me, why the end, seal, see all, pan and A-L, right? So all is what pan means. Panic, pandemonium, pandemic, okay, panic sex, right? Pain, backwards, nap, and so on and so forth, okay? Different states of mind that allow for evil. Don't sleep on that. Stay on point. Quote unquote, give them hell. Bring them hell. That's one hell of a lass, because she is a harlot like Venus, who has been forged like Wonder Woman based on Venus and other ideas to be this kind of erotic, desire-arousing evil. One hell of a gal, right? G for Ki, the Sumerian earth deity. All, one of the evil, E, all evil deities, Greco-Roman deities, the family tree starting with Ananke, right? And chaos in the Orphic mysteries, and chaos and other mysteries by himself, and so on and so forth. So, number one is the trajectory of technology, propaganda, psychology, chemistry, and them avoiding properly defining God. Think about it. If you're a good person, are you going to avoid properly defining God? It's narrowed down to only those that properly define him. And if they're royalty from the cult center of where the mysteries are reacting to, Mist Airy, right? Miss Airy, the whore that rode the beast and betrayed the prince and the king, right? Mystery. A-Ra, R-A-R-E. Who are you? I am the prince of the cult center of the Igbo tribe. So I was on Ari. A-Ra is another way to look at it. I don't know how much more room I have on my phone, and I'm running out of time, so let's go to the next one. Heros means master, and I got this from the Hera article that I came across. So, 4-year, $4,000 martial art challenge. I'm telling the truth about God. I emerge as a martial artist, as a prince of Ari. Who are you, right? A-Ra. Haru, the H is the fence, right? It's literally a fence symbol, the capital H. Remove it, right? Hero. Haru, right? Ari. So, Heros is master. Ari is master. Who are you? Har, where? Air, war. Okay? Her war. Whose war? It's a war between the righteous man and Circe and all those who betrayed him. Hecate, Hebe, Hera, Liber, Persephone, Liberty, an evolution of Liber and all these other deities, and so on and so forth. All right, amalgamations and combinations. So Hera, among other symbols, she had the panther, the feather, right? The feather of justice, feather of Mayat, the divine order. Lotus, a symbol of reproduction. The scepter, a symbol of authority and magic, right? To some. Throne, okay, who's in charge, right? Lion, okay, lie on. Again, Leonardo da Vinci is Leo or lion near day. The lion on the, what's this thing called when they go to, I think it's called the Caduceus or standard of battle, is actually a leopard, because the true deity that they're referring to in the martial arts system is the leopard, not the kind of brute force lion, but a refined leopard that jumps up, right? Angels, air time, skywalking. And also they're mainly referring to the car walking and the footwork. And you can tell by Narmer's depiction on the Narmer palette that is true. Okay. So what they represent: leadership, martial arts, natural leader, reproduction, and inheritance. I've been fumed, drugged, dehydrated, crippled, kept from this food, and so on and so forth. So martial and marital, and martial meaning to order, right? These words are connected. Scrambled, if you will. Obi and leader versus follower. Emerging with righteousness versus accepted for worldly reasons. Hero, Aru, Ari, Haru, are you, Ari, who are you, right? Horus and martial arts pharaoh versus sage mage, illusion versus reality. Accepting, waiting for the more worthy to get screened out versus emerging before total rape, deception, culture takes over mankind. Evil spirituality. Obstacles considered. The king had a loyal servant marry his princess. Then came my brain surgeon's father. Then came me. Okay, so you have this continuity of righteousness, right? Not monsters who are insensitive being born, right? Unprincipled, insensitive knaves, right? With all due respect. Repetition of honor, the blameless one. Focused righteous indignation. Sensitivity to injustice. The sabotage, hero carrying on. Timing, dignity, sacred morality, discipline, insight, sharpness, determination, drive, dedication, motivation, inspiration, conveyance. DNA backwards is and. You need to have a whole lot of qualities, and you need to have them now, emerging. No one else comes close to fitting this. Even the fact that I'm junior, the J becomes the Y. The Y can be seen as a vowel, can be turned into an A. Junior backwards can be Ra.